The history of curry in the UK, unraveling the origins. Our culinary exploration takes us back to the 14th century, with the remarkable collection of medieval English recipes known as the Form of Cury. Compiled by the chief master cooks of King Richard II, these recipes boasted rare and valuable spices, including nutmeg, ginger, pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, mace, and cloves. Notably, many of these spices were acquired from the Tamils through Arab traders during the medieval period, showcasing the early global spice trade. In 1780, Samuel Pegg published an edition of one of the manuscripts, naming it the Form of Cury. Contrary to common belief, the introduction of the word curry into the English language dates back to the 16th century, courtesy of the Portuguese. During this period, the Portuguese were active in the Tamil islets of the Jaffna Tamil Kingdom, when curry-related terminology like congee, mulligatawny, and poppadom also found their way into English. However, before Pegg's publication, Hannah Glass published a recipe book in 1747 that included a chicken curry recipe titled, To Make a Curry Indian Way, featuring black pepper in a pre-chili era recipe. This recipe likely originated from East India Company traders or officials involved in Tamil areas at the time, using the term India, as the company did before the existence of the country. Despite dictionaries, the BBC, and Wikipedia attributing the word's arrival to 16th century Portuguese, we find the word curry, and other terms like congee, mulligatawny, and poppadom are Tamil words, with the last two still widely popular. British authors often claim that the British introduced curry to India, attributing innovations like Madras curry powder to their endeavours. However, our historical journey unveils a different narrative. The Tamil chefs from Madras, accompanying the British forces in their conquests, were the true ambassadors of curry. While the British claimed credit for introducing curry to India, it was the Tamil chefs who carried this culinary tradition to new territories. The roots of Madras curry powder trace back to Tamil Portuguese innovation in the islet of Cates, where the Portuguese introduced chili. The result was the world's first curry powder, a culinary treasure that is over 500 years old. When these islets colonies became British possessions in 1796, the British attempted to imitate the recipe, introducing it in Britain as Madras curry powder. However, it differs significantly from the original, showcasing the pivotal role of chili in the spice blend's evolution. As it is customary for any force, Tamil chefs were recruited to make and serve non-vegetarian food to the British forces. Thus, when curry was introduced in the UK as Indian curry, it primarily featured non-vegetarian dishes. This raises the question of the healthier vegetable curries, especially those with vegetables introduced to the Tamils by the Portuguese. In my book, I delve into the pre-chili era curries and the post-chili era curries of the Tamils. What Clive Roberts and his forces essentially introduced, departing from Madras to Bengal, were pre-chili era curries. These curries not only spread to the rest of British India but also made their way to Britain and the West. As we savour the rich history of curry in the UK, it becomes evident that its origins are deeply intertwined with the Tamil culinary heritage, which spans more than 3,000 years. The term, Indian curry, is vulnerable, as it restricts the discussion of curry to the British era and the country it established, India. This limitation does an injustice to one of the world's oldest food heritages. Join us on this flavorful journey of TamilCurry that spans centuries, continents, and the vibrant tapestry of the global spice trade. TamilCurry is beyond the national borders. However, I want to add one more note. Even though I don't have any historical evidence, I am willing to posit that curry black pepper could have come to Britain 2,000 years ago during the Roman era, a period when they were reigning over Egypt and had extensive trade relations with the Tamils. Details of this interaction are presented in my book, and the details of the book in the description.